July new moon 2026. July 14th is the new moon, 4:43 a.m. Central Time Zone. We got the moon showing up on the chart. I've got drawn in here 3 ways on this chart. New moon, new beginning, right? New moon, new you. The public absolutely is part of this. So let's go find the new moon. There it is. It wasn't far, wasn't hard to find it. Bam. It's at 21 degrees. It's 21 degrees of Cancer. New moon in Cancer at 21 degrees. And look where Jupiter is. In Leo energy. Not only in Leo energy, but it's at the mind degree. It's at this degree. And Leo energy is your willpower. You see? So it's a beautiful combination of fire and water, the will and the emotions together, working together to bring something new into your life. So there's something really fascinating here with the past and the memory of water in childhood, but also the future. You know, you're in the moment setting the intention, and what's the intention for? What I'm bringing forward from the future, kind of plucking it out of the sky kind of thing. So when we had Jupiter in Cancer, Jupiter gave us that emotional wisdom. Jupiter gave us the emotional intellect. It gave us the ability to look at the past and weave in what was going on in the present, and then, you know, kind of be realistic and developed a stronger level of even discernment as to what the future would bring, what the future holds. And I think people realized they didn't like that picture with this Cancer energy and your home and your family and your property, but also your country, your mother country, right? Your ancestry. I like the optimism that Jupiter brings. And it's optimistic because it's Jupiter all by itself, right? Optimistic emotions about the future. Whoa. About home and family, feminine energy, my tribe. Beautiful, colorful, lively vibration to it. And this is the energy that can like move mountains, right? It's strong. And with its willpower, wow, right? This is like the roar energy too, by the way, the voice, and not just like as in singing, but literally public speaking, public figures, politicians, of course, but entertainment, entertainer, energy, fun. Leo wants to have a good time. Matter of fact, it's quite risky. It's quite risky energy. And it's very confident energy. So this is what I love about this new moon. It even speaks to what are the dreams for my future, and wishing upon a star because of Jupiter being part of this energy of this new beginning. So does that mean I'm going to have some new representatives like in government? Does it mean a new public figure, a new person at the top? Because this can be authority figure. It's written in a lot of ways here. Tricky Mercury is retrograding here with this new beginning. So what does that tell us? It may be just a dream, or it may be a little bit on a fantasy, right? But you still have to have faith and hope, because that's Jupiter. Because if this is retrograding, which it is, it's just saying there's still more information that we need. We don't have yet all the details. That's Mercury's job, to gather the details and to bring the information forward. Okay. And this new beginning begins within Mercury's shadow zone. Her shadow zone doesn't end until 26 degrees of Cancer. So this is a new beginning, but in a way it might feel like a false start. Okay. Or it might be misplaced emotions even, you see, and it might be overconfident. Like these are some of the downsides that are possible. So if you have something around that 21 degrees, This could be a nice new beginning, but just remember the caution about the information that Mercury's bringing and the Jupiter energy, that the confidence, the overconfidence might be a thing, the over optimism might be a thing, and we have having Jupiter at the mind degree will definitely it can be exciting. It can think party, joy, entertainment, laughter. Definitely want to have a good time energy. Um, it is higher, it's heart and higher heart energy. So there might be something here that gives the public in general a big boost of some sort. Like there might be some good news here. At the opposite of this Jupiter, which I've shown you how important it is so far in the chart, right? At the opposite end is Pluto. Pluto's at 4 degrees and 35 minutes. Now, Jupiter is not in an exact opposition just yet, which is important with Pluto. You know, we really pay attention to the minutes for the opposition to Pluto energy to really occur. But the point of the Pluto energy is change. It's change. And it's change because people who are abusing their power, people who are making decisions based on what they want, as opposed to the good of the group. You follow? Pluto says, but it's got to be for the good of the group. That's how we have to move forward. So again, at the public degree, home, family, housing. So this can be good news for the housing market, possibly. It may also be an inflation in the housing market, like prices, home prices might go up. But I'm thinking it might not be like that. I think if interest rates stay elevated to get homes to sell, that would mean that the housing prices might go down a little bit. That way you can entice buyers. Again, I'm not an economist. I'm not, go and seek out professionals. But if it's good news for the public, what's the old saying for people who are looking for homes? You marry the house and you date the rate. Because if it's a high interest rate, you could always refinance at a lower rate when the rates go down, right? That's the teaching, or that's the recommendation anyway. That's about all I can share with you on that. So maybe this will be that sort of an opportunity and maybe good news for somebody. Okay, maybe somebody gets a loan. It can be institutional energy. Can be a surprise that maybe not the word surprise, but yeah, kind of, sort of, because at the opposition is the Aquarius. But we still have Uranus sitting up here, and it's at 4 degrees. So it's almost like surprises really are on the menu. The market and sales is Gemini energy, you see. So now let me get to the 3 moons that I have in the chart. So the first moon I have is right here, and that would be because we have a full moon in Cancer, and the moon rules the sign of Cancer. So that would be the first moon in the chart. The second moon in the chart is going to be the vertex point. On this day, at this time, the vertex and the anti-vertex, these are points of fate in the chart. So they are in Taurus and Scorpio. Values, income, money, banking, finances, shared values, inheritances, insurance money, taxes and tariffs. Like this is all Scorpio. Oil, things we dig and drill for, the natural resources of the planet Scorpio. It's at the moon degree, the public. It's at a big degree too. It's not there's multiple moon degrees. This is one of the higher ones. So I got to believe that this is a unifying energy of the public. This is the public at large. This is a bigger scoped type of a thing. Vertex represents an opportunity, an event, a person. One door closes, 2 doors or 2 windows open type of event. And it can be something that affects your life for 5 minutes, 5 days, 5 years. It's not necessarily something where it's like, oh, it's meant to be forever. But in Scorpio, shared values can be healings, can be things and traumas from the past, right? Scorpio energy, deeply bonded energy. These are warriors. Maybe soldiers come home. Is that going to happen? How many times have we heard no more war? We're opening the strait. Who knows? At this recording, I have no idea. Supposedly the war's over, whatever. I don't know. You never know. You will never know. because, well, whatever. Not even going to go. So the other vertex, 28 degrees in Taurus, and that is the third moon, the anti-vertex in Taurus. All right. So again, the vertex points in the chart represent fated events, fated energy. And I want to clarify something when it comes to fated energy. It is not the same. It is not the same as destiny. Fated energy means you have opportunities. You are put in a position where you can make a choice. Somebody walks up, you meet somebody, you bump into somebody. It's what you do with it from that point going forward that makes all the difference in the world. Whether it's 5 minutes, 5 days, or 15 years, that will be the difference. So this can be desires, money, and love energy, and emotions, and maybe somebody from the past. And so that 3 moon energy says that stuff from the past is a really good possibility. Maybe somebody from the past coming back to the present and resurfacing. It's possible. And of course, we cannot forget Pluto at 4, Neptune at 4, Uranus at 4. So emotions likely running high. Our neurological system, our nervous system, beyond the number 10, on the number 11, 12, and 13, right? There can be good news. It can be a mixed bag of things. The question is, do you have something around the 21 degrees mark? The orb for this is going to be put at 17 degrees of Cancer and 23 degrees of Cancer. So 17 to 23 degrees of Cancer. If you have something there, a planet, a fixed star, an asteroid, a house cusp line, then this is a thing for you. Thank you.